Yo, what is up guys? Ethan here back with another video, and today we return to March Madness recaps as we will be recapping the Elite 8 Day 1. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. So we had one of the best games of the tournament and then one of the worst games in the tournament. We're obviously going to be starting with the best. Florida Atlantic defeats Kansas State 79-76. And what I said last video about FAU just applied here today. The depth for FAU is going to outmatch teams. It did versus Tennessee. It did versus FDU. Kind of did versus Memphis too. But a lot of their more star players showed out today. Elijah Martin, Vlad Golden, John L. Davis, Green Lehman. Like, they all came out today. And Marquise Noel went off again. 30 points, 12 assists, 5 steals. Just another fantastic performance. The only issue is nobody else really showed up for Kansas State, while the entire FAU team showed up with their toughness and three-point ability. Naquan Tomlin was second with 14 points, but those were the only two players in double-digit scoring, while FAU had 4 guys. Potentially could have been 6 guys in double figures. And the crazy thing is FAU had 22 turnovers today. That's insane. And Kansas State had their edge in steals with 13-4. FAU led with 5-1, but and the shooting splits are very similar. FAU was 48% from the field, Kansas State was 46%. And they basically shot the same amount of threes. Another killer for Kansas State was the free throws. They were only 66%, while FAU was 81%. And like I said, this was just back and forth, but the ultimate thing was FAU came out clutch, and Kansas State's defense in the first half was really iffy. They were trying to eliminate the three-point shot for FAU, and the Owls were just able to penetrate in the paint and score in the paint. And then when Kansas State had to become more reliant in the paint, that's when FAU started to hit their threes. And it was just a killer for Kansas State defensively all game long. They can definitely make the national championship game. They can definitely beat Creighton, because Creighton is basically just 5 of their starters and they really have no depth. And San Diego State struggles to score it sometimes. So I think FAU can easily make the national championship and have a Butler type run. I really like this Owls team. I don't know if they'll beat UConn, Miami, or Texas, but they can definitely beat Creighton or San Diego State. Talking about UConn, they just solidified themselves as the favorite tonight. They whooped Gonzaga 82-54. Gonzaga could not hit a shot all game long. UConn was basically 42% from the field. Gonzaga was only 33%. But they could not hit a three-pointer to save their lives, as UConn was 35% shooting the three with 11 made threes. Gonzaga only made 2 threes with 10% of their threes falling down. That's insane. They had similar turnovers, but UConn was hitting a three and Gonzaga wasn't. This game was somewhat close at halftime, but we all knew that UConn had all the momentum as we went in the halftime. And Gonzaga couldn't do anything as UConn outscored Gonzaga in the second half 43-22. You were only up by 7. Gonzaga could have easily came back in the second half. Nobody really showed up for the Zags. Jordan Hawkins is on the thumbnail for a reason. He had 20 points. Sanogo keeps going off. This was probably his worst performance, but he still had 10 for 10. Andre Jackson almost had a triple-double in this game. Like, this UConn team, they're definitely the favorite as of right now. Unless Texas just obliterates Miami next game, but we'll see about that. Drew Timme had a good game. He had 12 and 10, but he was just not getting as many open shots in the paint like he did versus UCLA. And that really just killed the offensive vibe for Gonzaga, as they were trying to get Timme going in the paint once again. It just wasn't working. So UConn will face the winner of Miami versus Texas, and I'm going to be supporting the winner of that game versus UConn because I really don't want UConn to win. But I'm not going to lie, they really impressed me today, like they haven't already with tons of other guys in this tournament. And then FAU versus the winner of Creighton San Diego State. I think FAU's going to win that game. Unless Creighton has Nemharm, Kalkbrenner, and Baylor, all three of them just absolutely go off, and FAU can't do anything to stop it. What was your reaction on last night's game? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, and like always, have a good day. Peace out.